Continuation tayo, class, ng accounting for debt restructuring, modification of terms, at nandito na tayo ngayon sa problem number 2. Ang requirement ng problem 2, provide the journal entry to record the modification of the loan. So, same requirement, class, no, ng ating problem number 1, journal entry. Okay, so sagutan na natin itong problem number 2. On January 1, 20X4, Hyunjin Corporation provided the following information on its maturing debt. Notes payable, due date, January 1, 20X4. So, ayan na. Due date na, 500,000 at meron itong accrued interest na 100,000 pesos. Siguro, walang pambayad si Hyunjin Corporation, no? Nasa financial difficulty siya, kaya ang ginawa niya, on January 1, 20X4, Hyunjin Corporation entered into a restructuring agreement to modify the terms of its existing loan as follows. The date of maturity is December 31, 20X6, no? Class, so from January 1, 20X4, naging December 31, 20X6 na yung kanyang maturity date. So, ilang taon yon, no? From January 1, 20X4. So, 20X4, 20X4, 20X5, and December 31, 20X6. Ibig sabihin, 3 years. 3 years na extend, no, yung debt, yung maturity date ng debt, na extend ng 3 years. The accrued interest of 100,000 is forgiven. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na mabayaran yung 100,000 na accrued interest. And the interest rate is 14% payable every December 31. Ayan. Additional information. The original effective interest rate on the note payable is 10%. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, class, itong notes payable na to, ang effective interest rate niya ay 10%. So, yan yung original, no? Yan yung original effective interest rate ng notes payable. However, class, itong notes payable na to, ayan, dumaan siya sa restructuring agreement. So, ibig sabihin na bago yung terms, no? And the effective interest rate on the date of modification is 10% din. Ibig sabihin, class, yung restructured liability na notes payable, ang effective interest rate niya ay 10%. Okay? So, dito, binigay na rin ng present value factors. So, ayan, the present value of 1 and the present value of ordinary annuity. Ang required, journal entry to record the modification of the loan. So, ganun pa din naman, class, no? Ganun pa din naman, kagaya ng ginawa lang natin sa problem number 1. So, syempre, step 1, ano ang first step sa accounting for modification of terms? Syempre, daan muna natin sa 10% test. 10% test muna, no? Kasi, aalamin muna natin, ang starting point, class, ng accounting for modification of terms, 10% test. Aalamin natin kung merong substantial modification of terms or wala, no? Okay? Kaya gawin na natin yung step 1. So, carrying amount ng old liability. Kano yon? Itong dalawa, no? 500 plus 100,000. That's 600,000, no? 600,000. Okay? We compared it with the present value of new or structured liability. However, class, ang effective interest rate natin na gagamitin ay yung original. Yung original or old effective interest rate. Kasi nga, class, ang purpose is to determine kung may small or substantial modification of terms or wala. Dahil naka-old interest rate to or naka-original effective interest rate na 10%, dapat ang i-compare din natin dyan, same ng effective interest rate. Para comparable talaga at makikita natin kung merong substantial modification of terms. Okay? So, again, paano computein ang present value ng restructured liability? Ayan, balikan nyo lang yung lessons natin way back, notes payable at bonds payable. no? Wherein kino-compute natin ang present value of principal and the present value of interest. Okay? Principal, present value of principal. So, walang binanggit class no kung magkano ang bagong principal. So, syempre, kapag ganun yung case, syempre, yung 500,000 pa rin, yan na yung deemed new principal. 500,000 times the present value factor, 10%, ito, 0.75, 13, 15. Okay? Magkano yun? 500,000 times 0.75, 1315. That's 375,100. Sorry, not 100. 658. Round na natin. 658. Okay? And present value of interest, no? 500,000. Magkano ang interest rate? 14. Times na natin ng 14%. So, syempre, yung product nan, yan yung bagong interest na i-multiply natin sa present value factor ng 10%. Okay? 2.486850. Ayan. Magkano yun? Present value of interest is 174,080. Ayan. The present value class of new or the structured liability using the original effective interest rate is 549,738. Ayan. Therefore, meron siyang difference na 600 minus 549,738. That's 50,262. 50,262. So, syempre, class, yung 50,262, para malaman natin kung may smooth or substantial modification of terms, i-divide na lang natin ito by the carrying amount of the liability, 600,000. And kapag pinag-divide natin yan, class, ang rate na makukuha natin is 8.38%. 8.38%. Ibig sabihin, class, may smooth ba to or walang smooth? Yes, dahil mas mababa sa 10% without substantial modification of terms na to or without smooth na this time. Yung problem number 1 class natin, no? With smooth. Yung problem number 2, without smooth. So, paano ang step 2 natin kapag without smooth? Okay? Actually, class, no? Sabi nga natin, kapag without substantial modification of terms, there is no gain or loss on extinguishment of debt. Dahil the moment na wala itong substantial modification of terms, the moment na without smooth, the moment na without smooth, ibig sabihin, hindi mai-extinguish yung old liability. Kaya walang gain or loss on debt extinguishment. However, class, yung step 2 ng accounting for modification of terms kapag without smooth, parehas na parehas lang ito dun sa ginawa natin sa problem number 1. Magko-compute pa rin tayo ng tinatawag nating gain or loss. Magko-compute pa rin tayo ng gain or loss. Paano computein ang gain or loss? Katulad lang din ng ginawa natin dun sa problem number 1. Okay? We are going to compare the carrying amount of old liability, which is 600,000, and the present value of new or restructured liability. Pero this time, at effective interest rate at the date of modification. Dahil ito, class, yung present value of new or restructured liability at the date of modification, yan na rin yung initial measurement, no, ng new or restructured liability. So, kaya hanapin na natin, class, ang effective interest rate on the date of modification. Which is 10% din. So, parehas ang original effective interest rate at effective interest rate on the date of modification. Ibig sabihin, class, dahil parehas lang naman sila, the initial measurement of the new liability or the restructured liability rather, no, is ito lang din yun, no? 549,738. Dahil parehas lang naman ang rate ng original at date of modification. Therefore, meron siyang gain, class, na 50,262. So, bakit siya gain? Kasi, class, yung 600, na-restructure siya to 549. Kaya parang nakatipid, no? Nakatipid, nabawasan yung utang ng 50,262. Kaya siya gain. Okay? Yan. Anong exactly gain, class? No, to be exact, ang tawag natin sa gain na to, gain on debt modification. Gain on debt modification. Okay, kasi hindi naman na-extinguish ang old notes payable dahil wala siyang substantial modification of terms. The moment na walang substantial modification of terms, walang debt extinguishment na nangyari, pero magkakaroon naman ng either gain or loss on debt modification. Okay? Modification. Okay? Again, class, kapag may substantial modification of terms, gain or loss on extinguishment. Kapag walang substantial modification of terms, gain or loss on debt modification. Dahil wala namang nangyaring extinguishment of debt. Dahil walang substantial modification of terms. Okay? So, ayun. Proceed tayo with the journal entry, class. No? At bago tayo mag-proceed sa journal entry, ayan. Ang face amount, class, ng restructured liability, still 500,000. Okay? And the present value is 549,738. So, ibig sabihin, may difference na 49,738. And ang tawag natin sa 49,738, kung natandaan nyo pa yung mga ginagawa natin, way back notes payable or bonds payable, class, tawag natin dito is premium. Premium on notes payable. 49,738 na isasama din natin sa ating journal entry. Ano ang ating journal entry? Okay? The accrued interest of 100,000 is forgiven. So, hindi na babayaran ang accrued interest. Kaya magkakaroon tayo na debit na 100,000 accrued interest payable. Credit, class, premium, no? Premium on notes payable, 49,738. And syempre, recognition of gain on debt modification, 50,262. Ayan. So, ito na yung ating journal entry, class, for problem number 2. Okay? So, I hope, class, na kahit paano, nag-increase naman yung level of understanding mo ng accounting for debt restructuring, modification of terms. So, pinakita natin kung paano ginagawa kapag with substantial modification of terms at pinakita din natin yung journal entry paano kapag without smooth. Ayan. So, I hope, class, na nakatulong naman ang ating video lesson. So, syempre, kung gusto mo pang ituloy ko yung Intermediate Accounting 2 playlist hanggang sa dulo ng topic natin, or hanggang sa dulo ng subject na to, no, yung topic sa Intermediate Accounting 2. I hope na mag-subscribe na lang kayo sa ating channel at i-like nyo na rin yung video and i-share nyo na rin with other future CPAs kasi kung nakatulong sa iyo ito, probably makakatulong din ito sa kanila. Okay? So, tapos na, class, ang ating discussion ng debt restructure Ang next topic natin, class, sa susunod na video, leases, no? Accounting for leases.